In this short tutorial, I will set up a small arrow and glowing effect around it, so it kind of looks like there's a stream of glowy uh, mist or something that travels behind the arrow. So I have an arrow shape here that's named arrow. It is an arrow. I will go up here and make another cone. Let's rotate that cone so that it is going the same direction as the arrow. I will then go into the cone and in the subdivision heights increase that to 2, so we have a little line in the middle of the arrow. And let's stretch this out a little bit further, make the whole thing a little bit bigger. Then let's go into our vertex and move it back to the rest of those lines so we can have a nice clean cone-ish shape. Then let's go and arrange this the way you want it to appear on the arrow. For me, I want it to kind of look like it's streaming from the arrowhead, kind of like something like that. I can go here and make the back vertices a little bigger so it looks like it's really trailing out, and make it a little longer. And push this all the way up to the arrowhead. That way, there you go. If I go into wireframe mode, you can see the arrow and the trail and how big it is. And then I will go into my hypershader here, and let's just make a standard surface. Let's name it arrow glow, and we'll give it a noise for the... let's go ahead and set some attributes here. In the arrow glow, set emission to turn it all the way on, and set the color to like green. And in the hypershader, we will create a noise. I'll just use a projection noise, and let us detangle the noise projection, and let us put it into our emission output. So for the emission output only, you only need one stream from the projection, so I'll just take the first one and plug it into the emission. So what that's going to do is it's going to, let's make a light. What that should give us is, first we have to assign the material. That would be important. So if we just go in here, click the cone that we want to be glowy, and then assign to material, and here we will see it does glow onto the cone. But it doesn't look so great like just out of the box, so we can go into the noise and play around with it a little bit. I think I want it to be a little bit more spotty, and I want it to be a little bigger. And if I change those settings around, we should see a bit of a difference. Yeah, that's kind of more or less what I'm going for. Just as a quick demo, you can play around with these settings to get exactly the look you're going for. If you change different attributes, you'll see different values changing in the viewport, or the render view I should say. But that doesn't look so great because you can't see anything outside of itself. You can do different types, wave, wispy, just kind of whatever, space-time. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Just whatever you're looking for. That's a little, might be too big. Simplex. The permanent noise, billowy. For now, I'll keep something. That's too much. And you can also use this here to change what the noise looks like over time. You can key this so that you can play it as an animation and it doesn't look static on the object. But for now, I'll just keep it the way the samples are, or the texture is right now. But it's looking a little bit like a cone with some noise on it. So if we go in here and change it so that you only see like the green parts but not the cone, like gray parts underneath, you can go ahead and do that by turning the opacity layer on, and you can just take the out color of the projection and plug it into opacity, which will change the opacity. Where is it? In the geometry layer, it will fulfill this, and in the object itself you'll have to go into the shape, Arnold, nope, not Arnold, where did it go? Oh, maybe actually it is in the glow turn thin wall on, and that should, yeah, that does it. In actuality, I think I'm going to go ahead and delete this face back here because it's making it look a little funny. So if I make a ground plane so you can kind of see how much emission you are projecting out onto the ground, yeah, you can kind of see the cone is creating a where did that say? Yeah, you can kind of see it's kind of looking like it should. Playing around with the settings for the noise and everything will give you a better result as far as how this effect looks exactly. But something else you could always do is go into the cone and then move some of these vertices around so that you're kind of doing some streams of vertices and stuff, so it's not all the same and it's a little bit random. If you make it look a little bit more jagged, you can get a more appealing result. And if we look in the viewport, yeah, there you go. Something a little bit more streaming arrow-ish. Because it's just a simple texture, it's not going to take much to render. And then you can see if we turn the, where is it, glow with the emission, you can see the image go over to the time set key, and then go like 30 frames in, set time value to like, I don't know, 5. You'll see it. You'll see it do its wavy thing. And that can kind of give you the illusion of it moving forward and backwards. If you make it faster over a shorter distance, it'll be fast. If you do the time over a shorter distance, it'll move faster, or have a larger increment of the time sample here in the noise. But yeah, I hope that gets you something that you're looking for, and good luck.